Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Kingdom Death Monster. This is Dr. Obsidia, and I am here with Guest Tickets, aka Jim. Say hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
There it is. Any first thoughts before we begin?
Good looking out in the comments. I already made mention of it there, but we appreciate your eyes because sometimes ours don't work.
Yeah. We missed a word on a card twice in a row now, and we're going to go over this now and tell you guys how we're going to resolve it, because we really shot ourselves in the foot here. I've set out the hunt, and we're going to clean this up and do this again. But the White Lion Cub card, I'm going to zoom in on this for you guys. You can see here, says, and we did this twice already, and we got one random resource each time, right, Jim?
That's correct.
All right, so let's read this card and realize our mistake. And this is one of the major mistakes we made up to this point, because things might have turned out differently had we figured this out. Survivors find a white lion cub. They may choose to slay the cub, and we did each time. If they do, each survivor gains one random basic resource. And we did. We gave the event the one who found the event a random resource. But this card is much nicer because it gives each survivor one random basic resource. So we've missed 3 resources when we only pulled 1. We're supposed to get 4 total, so we're missing 3. And we did this twice, so now we're missing 6 random basic resources that we should have. So to remedy this, after this hunt, we are going to pull extra random resources to compensate. And the story is that maybe the people who came back buried it, in a hut. Maybe maybe it was, who died last time? It was Wind, right?
I got it. I got the story.
Okay, go for it.
They found the hoarder's secret stash.
Oh, the hoarder's dead.
Yeah, but they found his secret stash.
Yeah, they found the secret stash. It was buried under his bunk or something like that, under his bed that he has. And it contained a lot of resources. Like he was squirreling things away. So what we're gonna do to fix this, because we should have had these resources. We've never done anything to lose resources other than spend them. So we're just gonna assume they haven't been spent. They're in the settlement, they just never been spent. And of course we didn't draw the cards. But to get that, even though it's going to be a little bit random, we're just going to draw our basic 4 if we win this fight. We'll draw 4 from the White Lion and here. And then we will reset this deck, the basic resources, and draw 3. And then we'll reset it again and draw 3 more, because that implies that there was different cubs. So that's about the best we can do. We hurt ourselves really bad by not getting the card correct, but we're sort of remedying that. It's going to give us a boost this lantern year, but it's a boost we should have had earlier on. We would have definitely used that to complete the set. It would have maybe changed our tactics with the bandages, because we did burn up white fur to build bandages, remember?
Yep.
So we really hosed ourselves in the past because of this. All we had to do was save a couple hides, and we would have had, and we also missed an innovation, so we've hurt ourselves because of not having these. So there is that. All right, we're gonna make things better though, because we found the hoarder's stash after he died. He was hoarding things away. All right, I believe we have to do next turn. I don't remember. You want me to click it anyway? Next turn?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
just to be safe. Okay, I think we did click next turn, but it's still under your control. We're hunting a level 1 lion. All we need is white fur at this point. But you're up. And this is Randy.
Hey, I get to go first.
Our big time leader, coming out swinging with the sculpture.
The sculpture. A crudely arranged effigy stands before the survivors, decorated with small metal trinkets, human fingers, and stuffed with dried tall grass. Their quarry sculpture confounds the survivors. The survivors gaze at the arrangement, attempting to glean the substance of the white lion's bizarre, inhuman intelligence. Each survivor gains an understanding and an insanity. Yeah, we need understanding like I don't know what we need it but we need it because we're down matchmakers.
Yeah.
There's an understanding for Breaker.
This puts your guys right on the cusp of becoming matchmakers if we put them into augury.
Yeah, there's nothing like having Randy scare people into making babies. Get in there and have a kid. Ugh.
Okay, and you do need to roll on the hunt table, so you're up, Randy.
Table. All right. So, as usual, the white is the 10s. And I want something in the 70s.
We like the 70s. How about an 18?
An 18. I have no recollection of the teens.
Uh-oh.
Dead Bead. Boy, this sounds like a guy who lived across my hall in college.
It was his nickname.
You find a strange plant growing from the eyes of a stone face, because why not? The event revealer tries to harvest it, because why not? Roll a d10. If any survivor has a sickle, they add 4 to their roll. We don't have the sickle. We have the ammonia, but we haven't gotten around to that yet.
8+ is really good for you. Randy could remove his gaping chest wound.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Otherwise,
All right, big moments require big dice.
Big moments, big dice.
All right.
8, 9, or 10.
Heal that chest.
Oh!
Oh, right in the middle of 2 of them.
Yep. Oh well. 4.
Yeah, the injury was too severe. He couldn't get it pulled out.
Try as you
Oh,
might,
this is
you
sick.
cannot pull out the deeply rooted weed. Otherwise, it would have. It says each survivor rubs it on their skin. We could have all healed a permanent injury, but you're the only one with it, so bad. But
I
you
like
know,
it overall, though.
yeah, that was fun. All right, next turn. I'm up with unnamed here. All right, prowling lion.
Insanity.
Oh, yeah. Give him understanding, give him insanity. We're stalking the white lions. Move the lion 1 space away. And he starts with ground fighting. So,
That's also not cool. But hey,
No,
I
no.
saw the comment about ground fighting.
Ground fighting's good.
This time.
yeah. Ground fighting is
Yeah.
good. We like it.
But we burned all those surges.
Yeah.
have to.
But at the same time, we said even at the time we didn't have to do it, but we did anyway. I watched the video. We're like, yeah, we're going to kill it. So we weren't so concerned about it. So,
All right, well, that makes me feel a little better.
Company, random. All right, here we go. 70s, please. 34.
I do not like the 30s.
Okay, do not like the 30s. 34.
I like the 70s. I do not like the 30s.
Crippling misery. This sounds great. Each survivor rolls a d10. The lowest scoring survivor becomes a straggler. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and roll down here then.
Oh.
I got a 4.
And I got a 2 and a 4.
Okay, so the 2 is the lowest, so you become the straggler.
Randy.
If any survivor has the anxiety disorder, you don't. They are the straggler, do not roll. The straggler is lost in a moment of profound self-doubt. Ooh, because of the murder. They're not sure they did it, right?
Yeah, trying to evaluate our recent life choices.
All right. They slip, not having the will to catch themselves, and tumble off a steep hill of stone face. Oh, Randy. They land awkwardly with a crunch, suffering the broken legs, severe injury, sobbing themselves. They come to grips with how terrible their life is. +1 understanding. If you have
Hey, we
All
have
right.
a matchmaker.
I don't know if it's a matchmaker because you got it during the hunt. Matchmaker is during settlement, remember?
Oh, then, well, I got it during the hunt then, so...
Yeah, so you, when you rolling to determine the straggler, you add your hunt experience to the result. It is the, oh, this is bold, sorry, insight. Courage is what you need to make the matchmaker. The insight is the other one. So yeah, we got it mixed up there. We need courage during the settlement phase, right?
Oh, we need courage, not understanding?
Yeah.
Why do you need to be courageous to put couples together?
It's easy enough because we roll on the one table to try to get the scraps. But anyway, you get investigate, +2 to your roll. You need to roll a d10. I'll get your investigate card here after we see what you get.
All right, survey says...
Ooh,
Lantern.
+1 permanent evasion.
Yeah, I'll need it because I go limping all over the fight now.
Yeah, our bed doesn't get rid of broken leg either, remember?
I don't, but now I do.
Yeah.
So I just click the evasion on the board, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Broken leg. I think broken leg just takes away your movement. Yep, -1 permanent move.
Man, it's like whack-a-mole with this guy. Lose a strength, get a strength, get an evade, lose a move.
Yeah, he's yeah, and then he gets the ability prepared, wasn't it?
Be prepared. Don't sue us, Disney.
Yeah, here you go.
Investigate.
Yeah, it's
Tiffany.
oh, explore, not prepared. Okay.
Explore.
There you go. You get +2 to the investigations. That's pretty good, though. We'll take that. All right. If the straggler has binge eating, you don't. You could have got a random resource and ate it. That would have been bad. Could have burrowed into your brain and killed you. All right. Next turn. Nope. That is who is this? Breaker.
What?
Yeah, Breaker's next. You were first. I was second and third. Now you're fourth.
Didn't I just go, though?
Yeah, you went with the first one, and then I went 2 times.
We're going to the left?
It's sweeping to the right. Oh, trust me, it started with Randy. He got the first one. Now we've had 2 more. Then now you're the third. You're the next one. You're the last one to go. This is the 4th card, and you're the 4th one right before Randy, because Randy started.
All right.
Yeah, Randy was the first card. I was the second and third. You're the 4th card again. So this is the 4th card.
This is going to be, what, a hunt?
Yeah.
Yep.
A random event.
All right. White is the 10s. The 10s are the 7s. Bring it on.
Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling about 48. What do you think?
I don't like it.
A bad feeling. Death wager. I knew it.
The survivors are awoken by a traveler hidden in a deep cloak. The traveler pulls back its hood and reveals a deformed face with 2 chins curving away from each other, each with its own grinning mouth. Well, that's pretty gross.
Yeah, he's the pictures above it.
Hey, that's really gross.
Yeah.
Yuck. All right. In a dreamlike state, the survivors all understand this entity is known as the Gambler.
Oh, Jim. This is your guy.
Great Kenny Rogers song, by the way. Oh, yeah. And if they speak, they will die. Okay. Until this event is completed, only the event revealer may speak. If any other players speak, their survivor turns cold dead, which means, Shard, how are you going to be able to do this now? Huh? Good, you didn't answer. The survivors must play the gambler's game or be trapped with him forever. Each survivor throws a d10. All right, I will let you... I was going to read it while you throw the d10. Yeah, you throw your first d10. Each survivor. The survivors must play the game. So each survivor, okay. We're bringing the dice up? Okay, we can do that. All right. And all you people listening out there, isn't this compelling video? I mean, not only having me talk for a while, that's got to be bumming you out. All right. The number 1 is red. Yep, red. Here we go. We got ourselves a 3, which says, you do not lose, nor do you win. Play again if you wish. If you do roll again on this table. All right, red said I've had enough of that. Green scores a 6. Same story. He bounces. All right, blue. Here we go. I like the luck, but I don't want to die. Skulls are bad. So it's either 10 up or 10 down. 10% up or 10% down. Here we go. And that's an 8. I'm done. And the white. Ah! Randy! Oh, Randy! Oh, Randy! Why? Why, Randy? Why? Oh.
Okay, the event is complete. I'm screaming over here inside. No! Randy. Oh. We gave him Monster Claw. We gave him Crazed. We gave him Immortal. He was the man.
Yep.
And he just killed him. He's a gambler, killed him.
You reap what you sow, apparently. He sowed bad luck.
Ah, boy. All right. Well, that's the nature of Kingdom Death, is it destroys our hope. We do get the graves, though. So you died during the hunt or showdown, so we do get 2 Endeavor tokens, which is kind of nice. It does not replace the 6 hunt XP, 7, and it does not replace. I'll mark him as dead. Oops. And back to settlement. That's painful.
That is painful. I did not like it.
That's painful. All right. Next turn. Randy is gone, so we will click it over to me. Just a second. All right, so it is my turn to move, so I will reveal. He does have ground fighting here, so I'm going to go ahead and take that off the board so we can do that. We'll start the showdown with the White Lion. We got we lost one person though, so. Ooh, we got a dead monster and ground fighting, which makes things interesting. Let's see. We'll search the advanced deck first to see if ground fighting's in there. It is not. So we're going to have to get it out of here. And then that is an advanced card, so I will shuffle the advanced AI and draw another one. Because he does get that as an extra card. Okay. Randy, you murdered and it's that Final Destination, man. He murdered, he was due to be killed. So the death is just tying up loose ends. You see?
I hate death's efficiency.
Death is just tying up the loose ends. All right. We need to place these stone columns. The line does depend on line of sight a little bit more, so if we want to use this more effectively, we can. We'll drop this right next to the lion. We get... Yeah, we go first anyway, and he doesn't move anyway, so this doesn't matter. Basically, this is just... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4... Where do you want me? You put this one down. He does grab and run with us, though, so I'll spread these out a bit. This needs to be 4 away, right?
That's where I want it.
Okay, so since he's ground fighting, he does not draw an AI card. Also, we're starting anyway, but it doesn't matter. We are free to act. So who do we want to go get the monster? This is a scavenge roll, so it doesn't really matter. There's nothing wrong with just us trying to get it. So
One of your guys. I've only got one, dude. I'm not risking him on some roll.
yeah, it's not a risk anyway, so I'll go ahead and roll this. We just want to get high roll here. 6 is not bad. 6 is 1 basic random resource.
Does it say each?
Gain 1 and then archive the terrain. No each. I pulled a broken lantern, which is not bad because we have scrap stuff now. So we can definitely pull scrap. The other thing we can do now is set up how we like. And we'll just turn the line around because he doesn't have to be facing us. I'm gonna... Actually, you know what? What about this? What about that?
By me, I'm just saying before we start combat, we should take advantage of the headband in the
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
And also, we didn't do arrival.
Okay, so arrival then. Nothing here. Arrival, I get insanity and yeah. Arrival up to 6, right?
Yeah.
You got a harp, so that does give you another survival.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Man, losing Randy's painful. Okay. And then I would, well, before I do that, I would start out here, and then I would do the rawhide headband. 1, 2. And also, you'll do the hit location deck, right?
Yep.
All right. We're probably going to get rid of these cards because we're going first. This is going to be your bow, by the way, and it's going to be your claw-headed arrow first, I think. Hopefully it hits. If it doesn't, you're going to be shooting your bow. You can shoot one at a time if you want. We can just go until you hit. Or if it's a resource, you have to still hit to knock the ground fighting off, though. So let's see, power SWAT. It's a speed of 1. I think I'll put the power SWAT down first, like that, or up at the top. Okay, and then on the next turn we will go, and then on the next turn, because the lion doesn't actually do anything until we spend an activation. We haven't done that. We've just been moving in and out of his zone, but he is just laying there crouched. So you're going to shoot your claw-headed arrow first as the beginner of the player's round. So you need a 6 to hit.
All right, here we go. Big money, no whammies.
And whammy.
And whammy.
All right, so I'm not going to take a turn, so we'll just pass our turn again. Okay?
Okay.
And now you can shoot, again, you can shoot 1 to hit or 2. So now you're just doing the catgut bow. And there is a hit.
I got 1 hit.
All right. Because we're not going to do anything until you actually wound this thing.
7 is a wound.
Yeah, it's a wound. Well, if you didn't wound, he still would come running at you. All right, now we discard his ground fighting. Now we're going to swing. Kombani is up next. So Kombani is throwing 4 dice now. So that's the good news. She doubles her attack. She wounds on a 7, wounds on a 6 because she's in the blind spot. Oops, I'm going to re-roll all these. Here we go.
Wait.
Stop. Nope, stopped. No count there. What's going on?
I only see 1. We're talking about Shun, right?
Yeah.
I only see 1 Qatar on your grid. Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Yeah. You can look at the battle thing. It says 4 dice. See that?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to switch around if I want to.
I'm old school. I look at cards.
That's cool. All right. I'm going to re-roll this.
Yep.
Re-rolling might have been worse because I think I got better. So I got 1 hit. I don't remember what it was. I picked it up too fast. Oh, if he jumps back, that's kind of annoying. All right, let's see. 5 to wound, 8 to crit. A crit will just make his accuracy goes down. That is a wound.
And no jump back. Good work.
No jump back. Kombani, do you remember what's up next?
I don't, especially. I didn't think it was too serious, though. I think that the crit is just a -1 accuracy token, but I don't remember if there's any kind of
All right, she'll surge.
That's the failure, and that's a failure. I think there's a wound, though, on it.
She'll surge. And get 2 hits because a 6 does hit in the blind spot.
Yeah, there's a wound on that one.
All right, so this one will discard a mood in play. This one gives it a -1 accuracy. The wound is going to attack me. So I'm going to go ahead and go with a tricep first. 5 to wound, 8 to crit. As a wound. 8 to crit. Come on, crit. There it is.
Hey, look at that.
So that is another card over, and it gains a -1 accuracy token. Okay. So we need to make sure we get that in. That's good. And that doesn't, by the way, everybody, it cancels the reaction on the card because it's a critical wound. It's not just a wound. You do the critical effect. You don't do the wound effect. Okay. So she's done completely. And I guess this is our tank.
I'm gonna have Breaker Surge. And I'm gonna Cat Eye Circle it.
Okay. Did you take a survival?
I did. I only had 4 to begin with.
Okay. Ooh, I like this one. I wound on a 7. I don't wound very well. So maybe... Yeah, the flank and the ribs are good.
All right, runner's on the bottom.
Yeah, I could dash after it, but I don't think I'll get in range.
I'm gonna give you the priority token because you're the tank.
Okay. Am I ready to roll?
Yep.
6 to hit. Oof. This one's cocked, but it is an 8.
Lantern.
Lantern gives me craze, so I get another insanity, and I get one of my survival back, which I don't need. So I got 2 hits. All right, first one, I'm gonna go for the priority token. There's a miss. And second one is the ribs, and that is a hit. If I have 3+ understanding, I gain a survival, but I don't need that actually. I don't even have 3+ understanding. There's a hit. I'm not gonna surge. I'm just gonna let it ride.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could trigger a trap, and I'm not that interested in triggering the trap yet. And we can definitely take this thing's hit now. Even with the accuracy token, it's even easier. But I am in the blind spot, though. Actually, you know what? If you don't mind, I will move out of the blind spot.
Yeah, that's fine.
But actually, it'll probably knock Company down. No, I'll stay in the blind spot. Actually, you know what? I'm going to... He would just move down 1. I'm just worried... Move into the area of attack. Yeah, I'll probably do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this. Get in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay. Next turn.
Survey says. What the?
Yeah, that weird flip. Bat around. Closest threat facing in range. Me?
This is 251, but you got some evasion.
261 because it's inaccurate because of like the crit, and it'd be 27281.
281?
Yeah.
Nice. If we had 4 people in this fight, I might recommend going after line level number 2. But that's a hit, and that's a hit.
So what it does is it does damage to my waist and body, and I'll take both. Waist and body. And it does brain damage as well, right?
Equal to the monster level.
So I take 1 brain damage. That's fine. She's crazed. She don't care about brain damage. So no problem. And then the lion is done.
And the lion is done.
Our turn. So you want... Comedy needs to hit, but do you want to do a Cat Eye Circlet and just farm like we planned? Because we all got hits, right? We all got wounds. You wounded to knock it off. We didn't do the tokens. Combini wounded 1, and so did Combini critted, and unnamed tank wounded. Everybody's got their token, so we're good. We're good just to let Combini get the kill. You Cat Eye Circlet. Runner. This would kill it, which would probably be fine. Put that on top. And then the runners after that. So Combini can go now?
Yeah, let's get a kill shot, just for fun.
2 hits there, because I hit on a 7 or 6 now. 1, 2. So here comes the neck. That's just a regular hit.
So the regular hit's still a hit.
Yeah. 5 here. 4 is a miss, so it is a runner. It's gonna grab the tank and run, but I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna dash out of the way. Roll to see if I get that back. Yes, I do. So I don't spend it. That's that rawhide again. And I will just step to the side and let him run up here. Actually, I can just step to the side. That's fine. So Kombani can't get there anymore. Has no other way to do it. So on her turn, maybe she will close in.
Yeah, you don't have any other activations, so...
She could actually take some hits, too. She's got lots of armor, so she'll go ahead and stand there. And then unnamed will go, run up behind here, and swing. A 9 hits, a 7 hits as well. 6 hits, so there's 4 hits there. No perfect hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going for the ding dong first.
My ding-a-ling. My ding.
Oh, it was a lantern. Hit him in the ding dong.
Hit.
Yeah. The reason I probably shouldn't have done this, I should have just let Kombani get more shots in.
It's fine.
Yeah, here critical on the belly would be nice. Or a miss. We'll go with the beast heal. That is a miss. And the beast back will be a runner. That 6 is a miss. He'll run up 1.
You're not in the blind spot?
Not anymore. It ran out.
Well, I mean, when you're attacking Bone Dagger, doesn't it say 7 to wound, which means blind spot would be 6 to wound?
No, 6 to hit, 7 to wound. It's not like a tank. It doesn't have softer armor in the butt.
Oh, I was just looking at the
It's easier to hit.
It said 7 and 7 on the UI.
It'd be 6 and 7 on the because of the blind spot attack.
Got it.
All right, next turn. Randy's dead, so back up to here.
Some people have delicate derrieres, mister.
That is maybe true. Size up. Random threat in field of view, which is everybody. So I'll roll it and see. Starting here, 1, 2, 3, which is breaker. So stare down. 1 to 4 plus, you suffer. Yes, you suffer 1 brain damage and you're knocked down. Okay, and that's all he does. Turn to face the target. Turn him completely around here. Unfortunately.
So that took away the blind spot.
That's the best angle there. Okay, yeah, unfortunately. Okay, I'm not gonna, well, I am gonna encourage you to get up. I'm gonna roll to see if I get that back.
I was about to insist.
Yeah. Okay, you're up. And I did not lose my survival.
So then I should go first.
Yeah.
All right, activation is going to be the cat eye because we're getting down on cards.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so we want the resources on top.
Right, you're not a resource.
Yep.
That's a resource, and you're not a resource.
But that does give courage and survival, and a +1 courage would be nice for not Kombani.
All right, we'll put that one in the middle then. And then the claw goes on top.
Okay.
And I'm going to run.
Okay, so
I'm done.
Kombani will run up to the side here. Now 7 to hit.
I'd like to make a point that Kombani... Oh, never mind. You have a spear on the mini, but you're not using a spear.
Yeah, 1 hit. All right. This is a painful attack if I don't hit. 8, come on. Oh.
Let's go.
All right, basic attack. So the attack gains a +2. So it is a 2, and a -1 for the accuracy is a 3. I have 1 evasion, that's 4. 2, 4, 2. And I'm rolling against, okay, not myself here. Okay. 2 hits. Body and hand, so I'll take it to the arms, and I will dodge the body. Okay. That was not ideal.
Never is.
Nope. Sniff. We don't care about that. Okay, if I surge and attack, now my arms are in danger, but I don't have a dodge left, so I'd rather not surge. So should we keep the lion pinned in the corner here? Should I move unnamed survivor closer? And just use the raw... Well, no.
I like blind spots, personally. I mean, I'm the bowman right now, but I personally like blind spots, so no.
I'm going to rawhide headband, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I see closest knockdown survivor, none. Closest survivor, which would be Combini. And it's going to be a 1 attack, so it's isolate and grab. So I'm going to go ahead and move into right here, okay?
Okay.
And then I am going to be done. And Combini's done, and you're done. All right, next turn. So the lion will pull that card and choose a closest survivor in range, which is both tank and Combini, so we'll go after the tank. Okay. This is a 1-3 accuracy, but I get 2 evasion, so that is a 5. So it's a 1-5-1. Oops, 1 die, 1 die. Well, they both hit. I was gonna re-roll it, but they both hit. So 1 die hits. I'm probably gonna dodge. I don't want to be grabbed. I'm just gonna dodge. Roll to see if I get the survival back. I don't. I lose that one. And done again. So. Do you want to circle it? Circle it for Combini?
Yeah.
Okay. Looking for resources. Oh, main.
Main's good. That
Main-
doesn't matter. Yeah, same story.
Yeah. Oh no, put the beast maw down. I don't want the. I don't want the.
About the...
I don't want the courage right now. I want it in the settlement phase. Yeah. Because if I get it in the settlement phase, I become a matchmaker. If I get it now, I don't. Okay, so Combini's going to swing. 6 to hit. Oh, you moved. You want to move?
No, I'm happy where I'm at.
Okay.
I got access to the middle, the corner, and the top.
I got 3 hits anyway. 1, 2. So I may get the courage anyway. All right, so we'll start with the main.
That's called first world problems.
Come on. Ah, man. It does hit, but it doesn't do any damage. Okay,
Right.
Temple. That is a hit. Because a 5 will hit. And the maw.
Did you move 2 cards or just 1?
Just 1. And I missed.
Twice.
Huh?
You hit twice.
Yeah, but the first one was impervious.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. The maw, so I just suffer failure. Roll 1d10. I roll it right. Yeah, roll 1d10. The tracker gets brain damage per monster level is knocked down. And it doesn't really target me, I guess, even though I could argue that it does. I'll just take it. Brain damage -1, and I'm knocked down. There's only 7 locations left, so let's let Combini rest, and let's let the tank trigger.
Okay.
Yeah, tank will just fire from the front. Or no, I'll move to the side at least, because maybe I can see what happens here. Here we go. Oh, 2 hits. There's only 7 hits. Perfect hit. Oh, perfect hit gives me insanity.
And a survival back.
Oh, and a survival back. Good call. That's why you're here. To pick up my screw-ups. All right, these are actually pretty good. 1 random resource. We'll go for the femur first. A miss. And the knee. I'm gonna probably miss these. Yeah, miss. I only hit on a 7. Trying to get to the trap, actually.
In that case, I would like to surge.
Okay.
Cards left. I got a.
Did you count your survival down?
Yep.
Okay.
I did. Wow, one of these last two cards.
All right, so let's look for the resource. Here's one. Here's one. So these two got to go on top. One is a runner, so that's kind of bad. There you go. And then we'll be done. I'm gonna search. See if I use the rawhide headband, and I don't get that back. Oops, rawhide headband, size up or pick target. Yeah, we'll put the size up down, I think, because I don't care if we get knocked down. All right, next turn, you're up.
All right, random threat and field of view. Is that everybody?
No, Combany's not in field of view.
All right, so odds it's you.
Okay.
Odds. So you're the threat.
Yeah, face me.
All right. Intimidate target. The monster stares down his prey. I got to roll a d10. And we get ourselves a 9er.
I get knocked down.
And you eat 1 brain damage.
That's fine for her. Okay. Next turn. On our turn, Combany stands up, right? And then our tank stays down. So we can leave the tank down for now, but Combany should take a swing, you think?
Yes, I do.
Because you already did the cat eye circlet.
And I'm not moving.
And I missed everything. So I'm going to go ahead and surge. Oops, and roll again. There is 2 hits.
Nice.
Random resource and lion's tail. So I'm going to go for the fleshy gut first. Oops, that's not the damage die. This is one. That will never count. This is our wound die right here. This one. Oh!
Hey!
Yeah, never count the other dice. This is our wound die, everybody.
That's why it's our wound die.
That's why it's our wound die, because it's got some special bouncy magic to it. All right.
And you just get puked on.
That feels awesome.
The white lion vomits all over you. It feels awesome. That's horrible.
+3 insanity. And what do we gain? Basic resource. Okay. Oh, good. Nondescript one. All right. Here's the next one. Come on. Oh, I missed. Okay, so it's going to run. It's going to grab the tank and run. I'm going to go ahead and encourage the tank up. And the tank is going to dash. Oops. There we go. I'll get that back, so I still have 5. So the tank is going to run down here as the lion. Oh, sorry, you're supposed to move the lion. I'll let you do it.
I'm quite okay with you manhandling the monsters.
All right.
Doesn't bother me.
Yeah. And that is the end of that. So Combany is done. Now, should we... There's only 3 cards left, so let's go ahead and let the tank trigger.
Yep.
Well, you know the next 2 cards, right? Or 1 card, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Breaker, you already took your turn? No, you didn't. Why don't you shoot your catgut bow with a accurate shot just to get the... Do you want to do that, or do you just want to not? We could just continue to try to farm.
No, I sat here to shoot.
I mean, you don't have to, because we can try to farm, because, again, I just trigger the trap, and then we let Combany get back to work. Because then we want to get resources, right? I think we should just farm.
Fair enough.
Is that what you think we should do? I mean, we're not in any real danger, right?
Yeah, I'm happy with farming.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get behind and just trigger the trap then. I may not.
So we get 1 hit now.
May get terrible rolls. Ah, you're right. I only got 1 hit. All right, it may run away from me here, and I can't dash after it. Oh, no, I wounded it. All right, Surge. Here's to get my survival back. I do not. And I will attack again. There, I got 2 survival. And I'm gonna trigger the trap, everybody. It's here. There it is.
Yep, there it is.
Oops. Yeah, we'll just flip that over. Okay, so the trap is I'm doomed. I cannot dodge, which is fine. Rotate. You attack me. It is a 2-5-1 because I have 2 evasion and it has -1 accuracy. Stop hitting me.
I was gonna say I got game today apparently, and it's both legs.
Okay, I'm still okay with that. Okay. And then I'm done, so I guess you can do the cat eye now.
You want me to surge to cat eye?
No, you didn't even take your turn yet.
Oh. Oh, nice. Okay.
You can just cat eye. Ah, the ding dong. Oh.
Would you look at that? Apparently it's making up for last deck shuffle.
All right, how about this? Put the trap on top.
Okay.
And just let me trigger it again.
Yep, because it won't matter because we got to shuffle these back in, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And then next turn.
Actually, I'm going to move into the grass.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. It's up to me now. This is the ground fighting, so it just flopped on the ground. Okay. We don't have to activate in its zone. You'll have to pop it, or you can mood it away. But the trap is up. If you shoot, it'll trigger it. You can always dash away from it. No, you're doomed. You can't. I say we mood, because like if you can't shoot because the trap's up next, unless you want to take the big hit, from it. But I would say better. Well, yeah, why risk it, right? Well, you know what? It wouldn't hurt for you to trigger the trap. The worst it would do, I mean, the worst it could possibly do to you is 2 damage, and you can take that to any location without any problem, any one location. But the chances of it missing are quite high.
Or I could just roll dice until it goes away because he's a ground fighting and I got a mood remover. I mean, it's automatic. He does nothing and I just roll dice.
Yeah, you remove his ground fighting until I trigger it. Okay, yeah, that's fine too. So
I don't even have to roll dice because it's just a matter of time before the number pops up.
Yeah, on our turn, we'll roll it, and then if we fail it, we'll just take another turn. If we succeed... I will move, though. We don't have to. I'm going to go ahead and put Combany down here.
Sure.
And unnamed in the rear... Or no. Combany's going to actually take the swing. So Combany's going to be... Oh, no. Combany wants to be in front. Unnamed in back. And then you're going to harp it away until it's gone. So eventually it's going to be discarded.
Yep.
My
turn's over.
Yeah, your turn would be over. And then the tank will swing and get 1 survival back and hit and trigger the trap. So there it is. It does target the tank, so I get another insanity. And it is a 2-5-1 because of my... so 1 miss, but it hits the legs, which is... now a light wound. I cannot dodge it, but now I'm starting to think we have to be a little bit careful.
No, I think we just put him in a body bag if we don't get anything this time.
Okay, well, Combany's up in the rear arc, so you will surge cat eye.
Surge cat eye.
Because we want to have the best opportunity here. There you go. Chest trap again? I swear I mixed it up. This has got the white line resource there. I don't think she'll hit 3 times with just 4 dice and hitting on a 6, but you never know. And she can still take it as long as 2 don't go to her arms.
Okay.
Technically, I think I don't have to attack with both Katars. I can attack with just 2. I'm not sure if I have to pair them. Makes sense that I wouldn't have to. But I'll attack with all of them. I'm sure I'm not going to get 3 hits. Famous last words, everybody. All right, 6 to hit. Yeah, miss, 2 hits. All right, very good. That one was cocked.
Yeah, just like we drew it up, though.
Yep. All right. The beast, well, he's got enough to take wounds, so I'm going to go ahead with the brow first. And that is a crit. So the brow gives it another accuracy token. And the brow now. Come on, this is where we need a crit. Whoops. There we go. Oh, 4 is a miss.
Runner.
Yeah, and that's going to run from me. The tank is going to have to dodge again. Dash again. He's going to go here, so the tank will run into the rear arc. Well, no, wait a minute. Tank's going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. He's here, right? Okay. All right. The tank is up, right?
Yes.
We know the trap is next.
Yep.
I think we don't need to keep triggering the trap. The tank is going to do a rawhide headband, and it's ground fighting. So this is easy to handle. This is going to be real easy to handle. So the tank will not trigger the trap. Instead, the tank is going to go into the grass and stand there and end the turn. So next turn, draw the ground fighting, and now he's going to lay there. So on our turn, Combini's going to run down here and get ready to attack and pass. Everybody passes next turn. Okay, next turn again.
I would like to make a suggestion here.
Oh, Cat Eye Circlet. Sorry, I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, this one is that good one, but it hurts if it hits. 1 hit kills, so let's put the paw on top. What's your suggestion?
My suggestion is to just leave the mood there, then we don't have to hit him more than once.
Oh.
And then just keep Cat Eye circling until we just get the one shot that we want and kill him and be done with it.
Oh, you want to just kill him? You don't want to go for any resource?
Yeah. You're getting worried about setting off traps only if it doesn't hit my arms, and I'm tired of bad rolls.
This one would actually probably kill me if it hit me. So yeah, let's just do.
Let's just put him in the ground now.
All right, put this one down. I'm going to help you here. Put this one down. Put this one down, and then you.
Everybody passes the turn, and the next turn I shoot him.
Yeah, you shoot him with the accuracy shot. Okay.
All right, here we go.
It's a miss. So then we're going to pass our turn again, and you shoot him with the accuracy shot. Eventually, you're going to hit, right? Because we pass our turns again, and he's just laying there, everybody. So now you hit. So now
it's just a matter of whether we get the crit or not.
So now you need a 5 to kill him. And that kills him.
And there's a 5.
So he's dead. All right. Good deal. All right. Okay, so we were playing it a little bit cautious, but now we decided to play a little recklessly, and now we're living cautiously again. So good call maybe on your part. We already lost somebody. We don't need to lose more. Everybody gets 1 hunt XP. And everybody gets a weapon proficiency boost.
That's my lucky number. I get the bow thing again.
All right, the bow thing again.
It's weird when you get the bow thing before you get your hunt XP and milestone, but that's what it is.
Yep. And then we get 4 lion and 4 basic.
Oh my gosh, I need love potion number 9, and I want it to be all 4 of them.
All right. I'm going to let you go because we do need love potion. Skull, don't care. Bones, don't care. Love, juice, and okay.
I got one.
And now, you know what we need.
Yep.
That's not it.
Nope.
That's not it either.
Nope.
That's not it.
Nope.
That's it!
Hey.
Saving the best for last. All right.
Yeah, way to build tension there, buddy.
We do get the shimmering mane, too. We can actually build the headdress. All right, if we want to. Or just hides. All right, but don't forget, we had those white lion cubs, and we found the stash on our way home. Okay, so I reset the resource deck here. Totally new deck, which actually might slightly give us a benefit, depending on what it could have been, but we hurt ourselves so badly up to this point, you know, so it kind of offsets it slightly. We're trying to make things right. Okay, I'm going to reset it again. And this was for the second lion cub that we didn't get. This is the second stash of resources. It was all stashed together by our hoarder, who was Whitey Ford, right?
I believe so.
All right. Whitey Ford, we found his stash. What did he have, Jim? This is your flippings.
Come on, we need more.
What was he hiding? He was hiding something that we could have used. He was hiding hide, which we needed, and bones, which we didn't. He was hiding more hide? He was hiding more bones and an organ. See, we could have innovated because of him, and we didn't. All right. We have a lot of stuff this time coming home.
Well, yeah.
But some of that was already at home. Okay. I will heal and rest everybody.
I'm organizing.
Yep. That's what we do. I'll clean up the showdown board here. We are now returning survivors. So we have everybody's back. So there's 3 of us who have returned, so we will gain our endeavors. 1, 2, 3. And also we get 1 for cooking. I put 1 up there so I would not forget. 1 for cooking. Nobody else gets anything, I think. You know what I forgot? The combo master. Perfect hit gives me additional attack roll, but I don't think Combini got a perfect hit, did she? She may not have.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
I don't think she did. All right. Now we update a timeline. We're in year 11, right? We did the Slender Man, and then we hunted a lion once. And then this was this year, we hunted the lion. Now we're in the Regal Visit year. All right. Do you want to get visited by a Regal person?
Probably not.
I'm going to let you pull it this time. I'm feeling bad.
I want the Olympics.
Murder. Acid Storm.
Acid Storm, but I believe that we'll be able to sort this out. Here we go. The air tastes sour and burns the survivors' cracked lips. The sky cracks in great flashes, revealing spiraling black clouds. Finally, it opens, dousing everything in acid rain. Roll a d10. All right, well, big moments desire big dice. All right, here we go.
We want a high number here.
9er. All right, 6+. Some of the debris around the settlement becomes useful due to the strange effects of the storm. Add 1 scrap to the settlement storage.
We could use more
Lingering
scrap.
Effects. The storm prevents music endeavors, so we can't do any music stuff. And the storm inspires +2 to the result of all art endeavors.
We have art, I think. We have paint, but that's not an endeavor. So we will innovate. We might get something out of that. We'll see.
And I am all about the acid storm distillation, just FYI.
Okay. Oh, Founding Stone. Yeah.
That's why. So not bad.
We can spend more. It doesn't say we can do it once.
Yeah, imagine we just burn it until we have no more whatevers.
Yeah. Okay, we'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, so now we need to do the Regal Visit. Regal Visit. The Hand. We liked the Hand, didn't we?
I don't remember.
Strides into the settlement. The survivors' thoughts vanish as they fall to their knees, struck dumb by its glorious and incomprehensible presence. Add the Hand to the Nemesis encounter. The Hand level 1 to the year 2 time. Nemesis. I thought our Nemesis was not the Hand. Oh, we do have the Hand. He's already here. He's already there. Yeah, we have Slender and then the Hand. Yeah, oh, the one that opens and closes the eyes. Remember him?
Ah, yeah, the different colored eyes.
Yeah. All right. He's already there. The Hand begins the inspection. So we roll a d10. I guess I'm going to have to roll here. All right, there we go. I rolled a 5. The Hand rampages through the settlement. Lose any resources in settlement storage. The other thing we can do is challenge him. If we challenge him, add a special showdown to the timeline this year. After the showdown, heal the returning survivors, then resume this year's settlement phase at the update death count step. Do not gain endeavors, draw a settlement card, or advance a lanyard. If we challenge him. All right, so the Hand. We either lose everything or we do the Hand showdown. If we lose, and we will, the Hand leaves in peace. Otherwise, he slaughters all retired survivors, which we have none. So what we're going to do is throw a bunch of crap at him to save our resources. And do you remember, if we get through, this is the Hand, if we get through his deck without being hit, do you remember this? He tries to kill us. Yeah. But if we get through his deck without being hit, he doesn't kill us. At the last card on his AI deck, it gives like a not, he doesn't remember I remember we tried to beat him one time, and I think we did. And then he took a big hit and chopped us in half. Remember that? Because he was mad? Do you remember this?
I remember the part where we got to the end of the deck.
Yeah, we beat him, actually, as I recall. And he took one big, huge final swing, and he killed the guy he swung in. I think it was our last guy. And then we realized if we just like floated like a butterfly, we would have been fine. We just stay away from him and get through his deck. So we just put our scrubs in there and run from him. And unless you want to try to get the hit for the weapon proficiency.
No, I've been asking for the runaway option all game long.
Well, it's not the runaway. We're not running away from him. We're just staying away from him.
Yeah, we're running away from him during the fight.
Yeah, we're running around the board.
Right.
And we're trying to make him use his deck up. We have dash, so we put our scrubs in and we tell him, don't fight him.
Right.
And we save our resources, and if people die, we get more endeavors anyway. So are you game for that?
I am, and I just killed mosquito number 9.
You shouldn't leave your windows open, man.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
All right, everybody. Well, I guess this is the end of this episode because we are adding him as a special showdown here. Showdown the Hand. We will add him in next time. But it is a special showdown. Nemesis the Hand, level 1. If we fight him, does he come back in 2 years? I think he does come back again, doesn't he? Regal. He becomes our new best friend. After the showdown, heal the returning survivors, then resume this year's settlement phase at the update. Do not gain endeavors, which is fine. But we don't remove the other one. We have to challenge him. Otherwise, he kills somebody and he damages our settlement. We don't have guideposts. If we did, he would just show off and we would gain a weapon mastery of our choice. If we rolled a 2 or 3, the hand would give us 2 babies. So instead, to avoid losing all our resources, we are going to fight this guy. All right, well, that's all we can do right now. We can't do anything else because we have to go to a special showdown to protect all these resources we brought back and found in the settlement. Okay, what do you say, Jim?
When you don't think you can get any lower, Kingdom Death Monster hands you a shovel.
Oh, yep, there it is. All right, thanks for joining, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the episode. In the next one, The Hand. Peace out.